But yeah, how are you guys? If Ori was a citrus, she'd be an... Okay, I see. So that's how you guys are feeling today. So hopefully everyone is doing well today. Also, thank you for redeeming the Pokemon cards. I will open the Pokemon cards. By the way... Oh, and hello, Sparky Beardy. By the way, this is more to Pokemon than anyone else. Alright, well, this was to Pokemon. If you had redeemed the cards today, I was going to refund you and then still open the cards anyways, because I feel like you always do the redeems. And hello, Jove. But yes, hopefully everyone is doing a-okay today. I'm doing pretty okay myself. I'm debating doing a massive undertaking, and I am unsure if that's a good or a bad idea. So we shall see. And then hello, Wacky, and hello, Cynic. I cut the last couple of streams short, so I literally don't have the points today. I see. I see. We got a Rowlet. I love Rowlets. Hold on. Look at this. Look at this guy. Look at this boy. Look at this boy. He's so cute. He can find friends. Sorry, I love Rowlet. Honedge. A Nose Pass. A Drapion. A Tarragon. A Diggersby. A Servine? I actually don't know how to pronounce this one. Okay. And a Luxray. Okay. Well, that was a nice pack, I suppose. And just kidding. There's a Mega Starmie. Yes. It's actually a kind of a goated pack. Goated with the sauce pack, you know. I'm pretty sure this is one of the... I'm not sure if this is a chase. Let me take a look at the card. Yes, this card is broken. I can look at this card and know that this is broken. Oh my gosh. Wait, look at, like, the art. Look at the splash. It has, like, a splash hollow effect. That's very cool. Okay, anywho. Hopefully everyone is doing a-okay today. I'm doing pretty well. I'm trying to read here. Well, it's good to hear that you're trying to read here, Husk. Reading is important. So, did you walk in earlier? I have been a little locked in lately. Finished the print. Oh, sorry, 1 second. There you go. So, the fact that this does damage to your benched opponent's Pokemon is kind of busted. The fact that it's only one evolution to get to an EX is also kind of busted. It does have 3 prize cards, which is very OP, or very, like, bad if this gets knocked out. But the fact that it only needs 1 energy to do 120 is kind of absurd. And then Nebula Beam is just also kind of absurd. So this card will very easily sweep people. I have a very bad feeling that that card is going to be a problem, but I don't know the metagame that well. I have not taken it seriously in a while. To face when Pokemon slowly becoming commander. Yeesh. Alright, so I did complete the other print. I had to print this in 2 parts. We need to put it together. I don't have a... Oh, thank you so much for the stream streak. That's really appreciated, Dr. Osaka. And also to Cogsright for 50. Thank you guys for the stream streaks. And I know several of you are fostering very long stream streaks as well, and I appreciate that. Okay. So first things first, I kind of want to get this guy together. It doesn't have to be overly well bonded together, but I do need to get it in place. So this is the correct size, the correct depth, and should be able to house all of our electronics that we are going to use for the pinball machine. So the idea is that our pinball machine is basically going to be on top of this. And wow, this... Hold on, this is actually kind of big looking. Anyways, I wish I had the ability to manage a routine so I could get a streak bigger than 5. That's okay. 50 streams since your heart attack. No, what's more off-putting, Cogs, right, is that we know exactly how many weeks ago that was, which it was 17 and 2/3 of a week ago. And we know that with certainty. Anyways, I'm going to get this guy together. We are just going to apply probably a layer of hot glue. Luckily, I remembered to plug this in during the intro song, so we are good. Ori, did you cause the heart attack? No. Fun fact, though. That's not something I should admit. Never mind. Never mind. I wonder if I could make it. I know for a fact I could make it. Do you ever, like, wonder, like... For more of a scientific curiosity... there's a certain amount of voltage... There's a certain amount of voltage or amperage that you can run through a human and induce a heart attack. I learned about that in school. Because when designing electronic devices, there's a certain amperage through the human body that you most certainly do not want to accidentally cross up. And I was debating if you could make a heart attack gun. And I think you could. Or a heart attack taser. Probably. Anyways. I thought a single amp was deadly. No, it's actually... That just causes, like, your muscles to lock up. So that's a war crime, Ori? I mean, we've gone over the fact that I am evil. Knew a friend that turned a... For any I'm not associated with. Ori... Yeah, obviously I would never do that. But... I think it would be possible, theoretically. Anyways. So... What I'm also going to do is I'm going to just, like, tape this together, probably. And I'm probably going to seal it as well. And yeah. So, again, I don't really care about the surface finish on this because this is not going to be, like, running the balls for better. It's not going to be responsible for, like, being a smooth surface because it's the bottom part where we're putting the actual electronics, right? So it doesn't need to be too perfect. I should probably use a wire instead. But yes, today is probably going to be a lot of integration work. I hope you guys like integration because I love integration. She says until a wire gets hot glued in place. I mean, it shouldn't get hot glued in place. That's the hope, but we shall see. Though, judging by the initial pass of this, I have a bad feeling about it. Shouldn't. Well, yeah, it shouldn't. Okay. So, what I need is my favorite, my beloved, to just help it stay together. I'm not sure if there's a better way of bonding it together. War crimes, ooh woo, just... You gifted... Wait, you gifted a sub to war crimes? What is that even supposed to mean? Topo Kettle, what is that supposed to mean? Can't really stay around today, but good luck in integration hack. Thank you. We're always talking about them. Might as well give it a sub, I suppose. Okie dokie. Owo's secret ult, maybe? I don't think Owo has an ult. My gut feel on that says that they don't. You can't... Okay. Thank you for gifting a sub, Husk, to the Geneva Convention. Is that the... Surely that's not, like, the actual Geneva Convention, right? Surely not. I'm not outing his ults, but he has a few. Oh, okay. I see. Okie dokie. Let's see. So what else has been up? Oh, yes. Okay, so I'm debating doing a really... I'm always trying to break it, so it deserves a sub, I guess. What? I'm debating doing something very, 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 very... Not, like, illegal, mind you, or, like, unethical. But I'm debating doing something very, 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 very stupid. And I'm debating and pulling the trigger on it. Eating more chicken nuggets? Evil Ori moment? No, it's not evil. It would just be very challenging for Ori moment. Also, how do people usually bond together 3D printed stuff? Is there like a way? I use screws? How does that work, like, top down? Hot glue or the goop? What's the goop? Soldering iron, melt the gap? I could try soldering iron to melt the gap. It's called plastic welding. Okay. This feels fairly stable, but I do definitely want to do just a bit more. Okay, so Wolf, how hard is it to do plastic welding? Do not use your good soldering iron. Good news, I have many bad soldering irons I can use. Okie dokie, we are looking good. Easy. Okay, serious question. Why is Ori wearing a lab coat like a 90 villainess? Or would she be a red lip? Listen, okay. I feel like I subscribe to the Dr. Doofenshmirtz level of evil. So yes. Alright. A 3D pen is also good too. I don't have a 3D pen. Where's the scissors? I know I just had the scissors. Oh, that kind of evil? Yes, the Pinball Enator. I'm pretty sure I've named one of the projects in an Enator before. So you're only a menace to the tri-state area or Canadian equivalent? Yes, I guess so. I guess that is true. Give me one sec. I just need to cut this. Oh, there's the scissors. You can also 3D print dowels, right? Or rather pegs. Yeah, so the dowels I printed were not good. Again, this is kind of like my first experience with this type of stuff. So I'm not overly educated. So I did attempt that, by the way. So if you take a look here, I did attempt to put in little pegs. But the problem is the pegs don't keep it that well together. So if you take a look here... Oh. Hold on. I need to move the electronics into the other one. Wait, is it not? No way. Did I see? That's okay, that's okay, that's okay, that's okay, that's okay, that's okay, that's okay. It doesn't technically matter. Not the same shape, perhaps. Oh no. Yeah, getting them to mesh perfectly is gonna be a small pain. Be strong, Ori. Yeah, I'll be strong. Anyways, there we go. I was panicked over nothing. Thank you so much for the bits, by the way. Tynek, that's appreciated. Never necessary, but appreciated. From the camera, we can't see it, or you turn it around for the illusion. Yeah, it is bad, but it will work. This will work. It just needs to sit on top of it, realistically, and contain it. Like, hold on, let me... So, like, it's not going to be perfect, but it will work. This will work for production. Alright, so what we need to do is we need to get this part together. Let me pop this guy. Oh. We're gonna have to figure out, again, a way to get this internally bonded. I'll probably attempt hot glue or super glue. I'm not 100% sure if that will work, but we shall see. You know, we shall see. And oh no, it's going to be a chess stream. What do you mean, oh no, it's going to be a chess stream? What's wrong with it being a chess stream? Okay. So, given that information, what we need to do is something I noticed or thought about. Epoxy. Yes, we could epoxy. Something I noticed is we put the flippers here, right? And luckily, the size is good. So the size is perfect. However, this is not perfect. So we are going to have to sand this guy down just I mean, honestly, like, a good amount. But it shouldn't take too long, so we'll just start filing and get it out. So yeah, give me a moment, and we will start the filing, and then we can talk. What do we want to talk about today? Super glue, you have to be perfect. I would highly recommend align it perfectly and tacked weld plastic bits and then line. Okay. Anyways, we're just gonna start, like, let me know if this is enough plastic. I should also grab the handheld vacuum as well. So give me a moment. Let me grab that before I forget about it. Next, totally not a secret collab. Oh yeah, 1 second. I'll talk about that. 1 second. Okay, so sorry about that back. Yes, there is a upcoming collab this weekend. Surprise! Surprise! There's a collab that I am doing with Avo, Otako, and Wacky. We've been planning it for a long time, so I'm happy that it is happening. And all of them are just so wonderful, and I am looking forward to it. It is at a slightly different time. And I'm not 100% sure if we are... If we are doing something... We are so proud of you for making internet streamer friends. Thank you! Dude, thank you so much. You know, it's hard to make internet friends, okay? I'm trying. But I actually feel like... I feel like I'm decent internet friends with, like, multiple people, for a lack of a better word. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. Okay, hold on. Let me get the dust up. I'm sure you're a wonderful friend. I don't know. That's when Avo pops out of nowhere and tells me that I'm a terrible friend. That would actually kind of destroy me. Did you buy a Dremel yet? No, I haven't bought a Dremel yet. What is Weird Champ? Oh, so Weird Champ is just like anything that is like kind of creepy. So if Mad Plays, also welcome to the channel. Mad Plays. So for instance, if someone came into your chat and said, "You have Chinese hands," as their first message, that would be considered Weird Champ, right? So, you know, like anything that's just like, why? You're a wonderful friend. Oh, thank you, Avo. Also, hello, Avo. Hello, Avo. How's it going? You're also a very good friend, by the way, Avo. Like, no cap. I am not capping. I am not capping. If I have, like, you are a good friend. Like, hard emote, hard emote. Not even hard emote, like, actual. Like, yes. Anyways, let's go ahead and see if this is good enough. Okay. Okie dokie. But yes, also, I'm not going to say with who, but there's also a collab next week. Okay, this still needs quite a bit of abrasion. Okay. What if they say that as their third message? Please don't say that as a third message. But, I mean, go for it, buddy. Ori has many such secrets. Oh, wait, no, okay, so the thing is, if you guys didn't know, I'm going on a trip to New York on, like, the 22nd. And I will be missing 2 streams, I believe. And I feel bad about that. So, you know, we're going to do collabs. And then after we get back, I am debating doing something very, 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 very stupid. So, yes. Also, this is not going well. Eat some good Italian while you're on a... Don't feel bad. You deserve to have a life outside of stream. Wait, what if I don't want a life? What if I don't want a life outside of stream? I wonder. Give me a moment. I have a tool for this. Give me a second, guys. I have a tool for this. Give me a second. 1 second. Okay, I am back. I have a tool that will be helpful for this. I don't think I've used this tool, but I do have it. No one brought it up, so I'm not allowed to use it. You have normal human hands? Why would I say that? Well, thank you, Mad Plays. I do have normal human hands. I'm pretty sure I have, like, the most average of average features. You need a vice for that, Ori? Funny. Funny. Funny you should say that. Funny you should say that, too. Funny you should say that, too. What if I did? What if I did have a vice? This entire time, I've actually been the tool expert. They call me the tool master. Isn't that right, Wolfwood Sword? They call me the tool master. You should be investigated? Why should I be investigated? We all have vices, okay. Oh, it's the same one I bought a couple months ago. Yes. Though I'm not really sure what I can mount it to. She's ulting, guys. I'm pretty sure I can just hold it. We shall... I'm gonna try to hold it first. If things go, like, terribly wrong, I'll do something else, but... Wait, what if I don't have big enough hands to actuate it? I'm pretty sure these require big hand. Hold on. Whoop. Whoop. Okay. Okay, we are gonna need a vice. Yeah, we're gonna need a vice. That's okay. That's an actual concern. Yeah, I'll show you actual concerns. I'll show you an actual concern that may not be an actual concern. We're already concerned. I'm not concerned. Okay. I should try a test piece first. Let me try a test piece. I'll be right back. I need to grab a 3D printed test piece. I have a test bed. 1 second. Also, there was a point in time when it was going to be this small, by the way. Okay. Get a vacuum. Good news. We already have a vacuum. We actually have multiple vacuums. Like, I'm kind of vacuum-pilled. Give me 1 sec. I need to feed you guys through something. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Let's just see if this works. Okay. Stable. Hey guys, look. You can peel it off because it's so hot. So, Mad Plays, what we are doing right now is I needed to make some room in this for our bumper, or for our paddle. Are microplastics considered a micro or a macro element? I mean, I don't think they're either. But at this point, I think we're just like straight consuming macroplastics, to be perfectly honest. Anyways, 1 sec. Spectators are advised that this is performed by professional. Do not attempt to intimidate without a... Wait, in what world am I a professional? In what world, Meridian? Also, hello, Meridian. Am I a professional? I hope it's not this world, because if it's this one, we're in trouble. Anyways, that should be a good... I think? Professional dolphin. That's true. I am professional and a dolphin. With the consistency of melted cheese. You guys are just... You guys are just harsh in the mellow. Okay. Look at it. Look at it, guys. Wait. Is this gonna work? I should have recessed it down. Oh well. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I think that is just about right on the size. Okay. Let's get it. At Tyneck, why don't you ask them? With the consistency of melted cheese, professional dolphin. As much power as those have, they'll be fine. Yeah, hopefully. The problem is, like, I'm slightly worried about this guy here, like, bumping. But I guess we can only just, like... Will there be enough space for the bowl to drain? Will there be enough space for the bowl to drain? Good question. What if I told you, Sparky, that we calculated it, and there's just enough space for the bowl to drain? Like, look at that. It's, like, actually a proper amount of space for the bowl to drain, too. Because this guy's going to be slightly recessed. It's going to be like here. So the closest that it's going to be is that. Yeah, math. Exactly. We are mathers. We calculated, but boy, are we bad at math. Also, worst comes to worst, I just, like, you know, cheese grater. Like, is this enough cheese? Is this enough cheese for you guys? Okay. I need to pop this guy off. Because we still have to do some work on it. More cheese. Dude, I love cheese. Like, I have an unhealthy obsession with cheese. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I have an unhealthy obsession with cheese. Not... Actually... Actually, it's not, like, unhealthy, right? But, like... I wouldn't call it healthy either. Okay, it's the same thing. We need this guy to fit over here. Hubba. And then... So I need to slightly shave this guy down. I don't think I'll need to use the sander tool. I think I can just use the cheese grater. I don't think this will be overly difficult because I only have to get rid of a bit. Okay. I buy my cheese in bulk and slice and shred for my recipes. Oh, that's cool. I wish I knew how to cook. One day I'll figure it out. One sec. I feel like I'm breaking out of a prison right now. Not like actually, mind you, but like... All it takes is one metal utensil. Okay. Okay. Is it you whose hands I really can... Is it you whose hands are working in the stream? I myself really couldn't read the chat while doing something. Yes, I'm doing all of this while working. Skeletal egg. Or skeletal bones, bacon egg. I don't know about that, Chief. My wife and I would unironically teach you in NYC. Interesting. What if I told you I'm actually a Michelin star chef, you know? Let's go ahead and improve that angle. Okay, so I just need to shave this bit off, probably like here. I'm pretty sure you could cook an egg better than Shumimi. Maybe. Maybe. Okie dokie. I'm also trying to abrade this at the right, like, angle. Which is also slightly challenging. Okay, what's the ideal temperature for chicken? I don't know, like 350? Or are you talking about internal temperature? Thou shalt use a soldering iron too to cook an egg. Then you gotta teach me so you can impress the wife. So I can impress the wife. Wait, do you cook or does your wife cook, Brink? You know, we're tolerating the fact that you're flaunting your happy marriage in front of us. We're tolerating it. Be right back. What is an iron? Wait, so Matt plays a soldering iron. Is this guy here? So it's this guy here. And it's responsible for, like, bonding together pieces of metal or wire, typically. So we use that occasionally here. It's not currently on, so... But, it gets fairly hot, because, you know, it has to be able to melt solder. I'm unable to tolerate at happy. Yeah, that's a vibe. She cooks on work nights that I'm not work from home. Okay, and I cook on weekends. That's fair. gosh. This is gonna take us like 3 years. Can you imagine actually breaking out of a prison with files? Did people actually do this, by the way? Because, like, I always see it in, like, cartoons and other things. But did people actually do it? My sister has something, too, she used. I don't remember. Oh, interesting. Alcatraz? What? Wait, what? I bet it happened at least once. Huh. Prisoners had a long time to file the bars? That's true. I suppose, like, they have a lot of time to think about it. Also, prison's just adult timeout, right? I was thinking about that earlier today. Prison is just adult timeout. Except it lasts a lot longer. Maybe that's a bad perspective to have. Files were used to escape from Alcatraz. But why? But why not? I don't know. I'm just kind of always thinking about it. Not like thinking about jail, but like thinking about other things. And that just like came to my mind. Also, my wrist is slightly tired of... I'm gonna switch to my other hand. My gosh, how long is this gonna take, bro? This is so much effort. Man. Okay. Still not even close. What's the most trouble you've ever gotten into? Care to guess? Care to take a guess first, Crap? So, I have never running a black market at school. Okay, but I didn't get like I only got my goods confiscated at the black market, okay? Like I don't know if that counts. Oh, why are you bonking? So I actually never have gotten a detention. I've never gotten a ticket. I am a good noodle. I'm a very good noodle. I'm very evil, but I promise I am good. Hacking into teachers' computers. I didn't mean to do that. I was pretty okay with that stuff anyways. Lawful evil, yes. I'm an evil dolphin. We all know this. I'm the third most evil streamer. Behind evil and someone else. I don't know who else is canonically evil. Are you good at just not getting caught? No, I don't. I generally don't break rules. Breaking rules is bad. Oh my gosh, how long does this take, bro? I just wanna... How does someone accidentally hack into someone else's computer? You don't accidentally hack into someone else's computer. I once accidentally stole a Minecraft gas plushie. The closest thing I ever did to steal... The closest thing I ever did to steal was the following. Okay. And I still remember it, too. Because my dad was super mad about it. Okay. So I was at a gas station, right? When I was like 7? 7 or 8. Is the dolphin a metaphor or a nickname? I am a dolphin. Yeah, so if you look at my character design, I am a dolphin. But, yeah, so when I was a tiny dolphin, I was at a gas station. as one does. And I don't know about you guys, but do you guys know what coffee creamers are? Like, hold on, I have one. Let me grab one. One second. These. So these guys. Also, I'm pretty sure this expired, like, so long ago. Monka. You see that? That's 2024, guys. You want some? Anyways, what gas station were you at where those weren't free? They were free, and I just, like, I really like drinking those. Like, even as an adult, I still drink those. Like, at, like, if you go to a restaurant where they serve you coffee, they'll put, like, the little capsules, like, in a little bowl for you, right? Yeah, they're tasty. They're super tasty, dude. So I just, like, straight drink them. And I guess one day I wanted it, and I didn't ask anyone, and I just took it. I took a whole singular one of these, and then my dad yelled at me so much. It was probably the most embarrassing moment of my life. One of the most embarrassing moments of my life. Yeah, bad dolphin. Yeah. Yeah, so the worst thing that I did was take something that was free. That or run the black market, right? But free? Yeah, but it's free. Correct. You're correct, Con. I stole a balloon on National Free Balloon Day. You know, I'm a hardened criminal. There's gotta be a better way to do this. There's gotta be a better way to do this. Is there a better way of doing this? I feel like I'm not abrading it at all. Okie dokie. Cut with knife or melt away. I don't think I can cut it with a knife. Hold on. Let me see if I can. I might have a knife somewhere. You could try shaving it with an X-Acto knife. I feel like that's... Hold on. Give me a second. I'm gonna cut myself. Not like actually, and not like because I'm being cringe or something. Hold on. This feels very loose. This feels very, very loose. Just straight down. Keep your fingers clear. Okay. No, this isn't gonna work. I'm gonna call the safety veto on this. I'm going to call a safety veto. I don't know how to use this tool 100% properly, so I should not be using it. Remember, guys, it may be safety third here, but it is still safety somewhere on the list. So how much plastic do you think you've consumed? Way too much. Realistically, way too much. I'm half tempted to just, like, rip it off. Or, like, rip this guy off with, like, some pliers or something. But I don't want to actually damage anything. Let me see if I can cutters. Safety is optional until it's not. Oh, yeah, this will work. I think. Come on. You can't just slice off a knife. You can't just slice off a chunk with a knife like that. What if I just did? What if I just did, Cynic? What if I just did? Okay. Totally wasn't a workout. Totally wasn't a workout. That's with cutters, not the knife. Okay. Okay. Here to there. Okie dokie. That should be enough room. Let's go ahead and check if that is. If not, we'll adjust it further as necessary. Okay. Okie dokie artichokes. What are you doing? We are trying to abrade away. We're trying to abrade away this surface just a tiny bit so we're able to fit the paddles on it. That is what we are doing. Also, let's see. I once made an online group and classmate invited. Their mother complained and they blamed me responsible for badly influencing the other children. That's rough. Also, this needs to be slightly more. So I'm gonna slightly cut more. NASA has a 3D mission viewer. I'll show you a 3D mission viewer. Behold, I'm in 3D. Oh wait, that's not... Wait, is that true? My coworker might know where I live. And my sister, if she's watching the stream... Hi, sister. Might also know where I live. So, you know, maybe someone would send an ambulance. At least someone knows. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You couldn't have calculated that part's thickness too? Oh, no, I definitely could have. I'm just not that good at math. Or, not even I'm not good at math. I wasn't exactly sure how to do it. And also, this is my... Keep in mind, this is like the first major project I've done with 3D printed parts that I made. So, there's still a lot of learning going on. Okay, there we go. Okay, a little more. Okay. Let us see what there is to see. Okay, I think this is about the right amount of gap. There's no way the ball's falling in between there. So I think this is good. Okay. So given that, what we need to do now is we need to bind it together. I am going to grab... I'm going to put up my tools first. Or not my tools, but I'm going to put up a tool. The project's really taking form. Looks great. Thank you. Yeah, look at this guy. Look, we have the little bumpers. We have all of our electronics inside that's messy. And then we're working on our paddles right now. Kidoki. Ori, can you tell us about the horses in Uma Musume? Yeah, what horse would you like to know about? Okay, one sec. Alright, so I am going to grab my oldest soldering iron, so give me a second. Okie dokie, I am back. Okay, so this is my oldest soldering iron. Yeah, it's not even... no, it is tinned. It is still tinned, I think. Hold on. This is not plugged in, so this is not hot. What will this thing do when you put it together? Oh, so we are making... So, we are making a pinball machine. We are making a Twitch chat controlled pinball machine. That is what we are currently working on, Mad Plays. Sorry, I thought Mad Cat's controller. Yeah, so the idea is that we are going to put the paddles. We have our launch system over here, and it will be able to play pinball. So you guys will be able to play pinball, you know? And then keep score and let you guys control it. You know, the usual. Okie dokie. Alright. The soldering iron is on. The soldering iron is on. The soldering iron is on. Okay, we'll just wait a minute for it to come up to temp. Actually, no, I'm gonna unplug it. Give me a second. We want to do something first. Did you just turn the soldering iron off? Yes, I did just turn the soldering iron off. So the reason why I unplugged it for a second is because I kind of want to put these two together. So I want to... I want to put these two sides together, at least on an initial pass with hot glue. With a very small amount of hot glue. To kind of hold it in place. And then we'll, I'll probably also duct tape this guy in the back as well. I think we'll start with that. Actually, yeah, we probably just duct tape it. I think duct taping it's the play, and then we... Hold on. 1 second. So I'm thinking we duct tape it from the back and then bond it in the front. Ah, yes, duct tape. How will the plunger system work? What do you mean the plunger system? Do you mean to launch the ball? Tape the edges, then plaster weld. Yes, that is the plan, Wolf. See, Wolf, that's why they call you the king of comedy. Launch the ball, yes. Oh, so we are actually using a third paddle for that. System for it is not perfect yet, but it is pretty good. I have confidence it will work. And definitely plaster weld for... Oh, yes, yes, yes. That's the plan. I will. I'm just doing the back first. Maybe I should have done the front first, now that I'm thinking about it, but that's okay. Interesting choice, Oh, trust me, the ball is... the launcher is more than powerful enough. If not, we will make a spring system. And also, thank you so much for the hydrate. You were the first one to redeem hydrate this entire stream, dude. You know why I know that? Because I haven't opened it. Because I haven't even opened my soda water. Okay, hold on. Let's see if you guys can hear it. Okay. We have failed here. That's okay. Okay. So I need to bind this guy together. Every time I went to redeem, you were in the middle of something or walking away. That's fair. Okay, so I'm going to plaster weld this now. And hope for the best. What if this is terrible? I mean, worst comes to worst, this project doesn't work, right? No biggie. LaCroix is the worst brand of soda water. That's just wrong. What is this? What do you mean, Mad Place? What is what? Oh no, the thingies fell out of the hole. Oh no. The plungers. Uh-oh. It's okay, I'll fix that later. We have to plaster weld stuff together. I'll fix that later. Oh, a tourist? What is what? Tack the corners first and... like you were TIG welding. Do you think I know what TIG welding is? Do a line across the study since it's your first time. Okay. Wait, how do you do TIG welding? Pretend it's a pen, a very slow pen. Okay. Oh, thank you so much for following. Hope you have a good time for however long you're here. Yeah, I feel like this isn't putting it together. Do I have to, like, scratch and score it? It's kind of like soldering. That's okay. I'm just gonna kind of do it on vibes, guys. Oh, let me get the fume extractor running. What material is it? It is PLA. Scratch and score to get the edges, but yeah, slow line like you're tracing. Okay. That feels kind of together. Scratch and score. 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 So are there just tons of limit switches? IDK if normal machines normally do that? Oh, no, you're most certainly correct. They don't normally do that. You might need to add some filament in the gap, then give it sand. Yeah, let's... Hold on. You're right. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second, chat. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Okay. How do you keep it in place, though, while you're... It's okay. Okay. Oh, good morning, Linted. Fudgy the whale, dude. I just burned myself a little. That's okay. Remember, nothing will hurt more than the pain of life. What time is it in your country? I live in Nemo Point, so it is... It is whatever time it is at Nemo Point. Oh, that also makes sense now while you said, what's weird, champ? That makes a lot more sense now why you asked what weird champ is. It is 3:46 in Point Nemo. Oh, that's actually close to my... Never mind. It's kind of close to the actual time. Okay. Honestly, it doesn't need to be super together. It just needs to be together. Hi, how are you? I'm doing okay. The Hermes lover. But yeah, I'm doing just dandelions. Thank you for asking. Wait, do you not like my TIG welding skills? Boulder, are my TIG welding skills not good enough for you? And also, hello, Boulder. I haven't seen you around. Have you been busy with work? Point Nemo, not even McDonald's out there. I know, right? The no McDonald's is very, very rough, but it's okay. I try to make it work, you know. There's actually McDonald's here in Point Nemo, so. Message. Yes, that is indeed a highlighted message. Thank you for the posture check. I'll do that in just a second. Ori abuses tools like we bully her on stream. I don't abuse tools like you guys bully me on stream. I feel like that's a little aggressive to say to the tools. Wait, why did you join the ball side and not the bottom? I will be joining both, is the answer. Reptile. Also, I need to clean this guy off. Give me a second. But yeah, let's see. What else has been going on in life? Oh, yes. So, also, welcome to the channel, by the way, Taylor, Taylor. Are you a mythology fan? Just load her up and file her down later. That's valid. Why do I smell burning? I smell burning. Burning. Do you have a respirator or a mask or something? I have a fume extractor. Also, guys, look, I'm a machinist now. Or I'm a welder now. I'm a welder now. Sorry. I'll see myself out. Ori, is a soldering iron going into gray plastic? Just making sure. Yes, it is. Thank you for checking, though. Are we going on wheels today? Wait, what do you mean going on wheels? 1 second. You're doing this on hard mode, though. I use an edge knife soldering tip for this. It's okay, my life is on hard mode. With this music in the background? Yes, listen, okay, listen, okay? We're an engineer, okay? We're peak engineers. There are few engineers in the world who are as skilled as us at what we are currently doing. I don't know why I'm referring to myself as if there are multiple people. Because you guys are a part of it. That's why. I am? Yeah, you guys are a part of it. Is the copium that I'm telling myself. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Sorry, engineering training. Yeah. I feel like I need to put more plastic over it, because I'm pretty sure it is welded together. But it's not flat, and it has divots. So I think I need to kind of... I need to put, like, basically just an entire line. Give me a second. 3D printing filament, matte PLA. Sand first. Sand first? Okay. Give me a sec. I'm working on being an engineer, but hopefully I'll be one soon enough. Yeah! Sand perpendicular to the line. Okay. Dude, I love streaming, by the way, guys. I get to learn so much while streaming. It's just so pog. Ah, yes, I'm a light domain engineer. That sounds super cool. I'm not sure if that is cool, but that sounds super cool. Learning is fun, yes. If you brush it that hard, it may break. Okay, good to know. I'm just teasing Sparky. Oh, okay. Okay, there we go. Where would I be now if you hadn't changed my life trajectory with your streaming career? I don't know. Would it be on a better course or a worse course than usual? Crow? I legitimately do not have a good answer for you. 100 gears. Probably doom scrolling. That's valid. This actually does feel pretty smooth. And no, it's bumpy. Oh, thank you for the hot pots. And thank you for the hydrate. I need to hydrate. Hydrate or you shall dihydrate. I don't know. How does this look? Should I get the other side welded? Should I get the other side welded, or what do you guys think? Opinions? do the other side first before laying the last line? Okay, I'll get the other side then before I lay the last line. But just drag it, flip her over. That's the plan. Do you have Bondo? I don't even know what Bondo is. So no. Unfortunately, I don't have Bondo. Oop. And again, if you guys are just joining in, what we are currently working on is a trap-controlled pinball machine, which is going pretty a-okay, I suppose. I feel like it's going pretty okay. And right now I am just doing a very interesting thing, which is I am just going to weld this guy together. We want professional smooth for the ball. Listen, you guys aren't going to get smooth on the backside, no offense. My brain is already smooth enough, okay? My brain is smooth enough. I would use fire. So this pen right here is, this pen right here is currently sitting at 350 degrees Celsius. So it's probably hotter than fire from like a lighter, I think. Don't quote me on that. There's a good possibility I'm wrong. $600. Oh, okay. Never mind. Not for temperature because it has the potential to mess up. Okay. Again, I'm not particularly an expert on stuff. I will be the first to admit I am not an expert. But it is fire. It is literally fire. You're correct. Subjective interest. I'll show you subjective interest. I am the subjective interest here. Also, okay, so as I was saying, I really, really want to try something super challenging in the future. Why are so many wires on the bumper things? The ladder logic is pretty simple, right? You would think so. You would think so, but, unfortunately, Mega, you are probably correct if you take, like, a good approach and, like, a good, like, look at it. I would say that you could definitely accomplish this with simpler systems and electronics. But something that, again, I tend to do is I try not to look stuff up unless it's absolutely necessary. So essentially every unsuggested idea is an idea that I basically came up with, for a lack of a better word, like on how to make the mechanism work. So again, for this, I allowed myself to look at like a pinball GIF for like 30 seconds. That was how much time I gave myself to figure out how the pinball works. So everything that we do here is, I don't want to say like off the cusp engineering, but it is kind of off the cusp. Use a resistor ladder for touch sensors in the end? No, we're not going to use a resistor ladder. One second. You guys aren't able to see this, but I am just finishing the bottom part. You guys don't need to see it anyways, because it technically doesn't matter. Okay. Plans? Where we're going, we don't need plans. Yes, I'm Jinx. Same thing. Hey, Ori, pinball machine's looking great. Thank you, Jane. How are you doing, Jane? How's it going? How's it going? How's it going right now, Miss Jane? We love Jane in this chat. We love Avo. We love Jane. Actually, Jane. Oh, okay. Never mind. Or well, is it impolite to ask for something on stream? I think it is impolite to ask for something on stream. I'm doing well. How are you? I'm doing absolutely dandelions today. I'm having a great time getting this guy together and welded. We love Avo, we love Ori, we love Jane. Yes. So right now I'm doing the equivalent of just very bad TIG welding. Is that what this is called, guys? People who know welding, is this just like bad TIG welding? Not like any particular date, but we should collab in the near future. Not near future. We should collab sometime in the future if you're down. Curiosity. Yes. Sick welding. Okay, there we go. Collab tomorrow. No, we are not collabing tomorrow. I could not collab tomorrow. Just like, yeah, sure. Okay. 1 sec. I would collab in a distant future? Yeah. Oh, yes. So what I was saying, the thing I wanted to pursue, the really, like, bad idea that I wanted to pursue in the near future was I wanted to, like, put myself under a challenge and see how long I can do the challenge for without giving too much away. And this challenge would probably start on May the 1st. And I'm just curious how long I could keep it going. Bad ideas. Exactly. 24-hour stream again. Oh no, this is something that would go on for potentially months. This is something that I want to potentially go on for, yeah, for months, ideally. How long can you go without eating crowns? No. Okay, I need to get this part together. Give me a sec. Oh my gosh, she's gonna become an Italian? What do you mean, gonna become an Italian? How can I become an Italian? That doesn't even make sense, Wolf. Is it a challenge where we would be concerned about you health-wise? Physical health? No. Mental health? Depends. But physical health, most certainly not. It would not be dangerous. It's not dangerous, is what I want to say. It's a pescatarian diet. Wait, you guys don't already do a pescatarian diet? Monka? Okay. Yeah, no, it's obviously I wouldn't do something like potentially like stupid, for a lack of a better word. Then again, we're doing this right now. Not a big fan of fish. Fish are food, not friends. Remember, guys. Reducing screen time, maybe? No. If anything, it would be increasing my screen time. I need to get my dad a soldering iron for this. I know he'll like this. Okay. Why don't you make the tools you use to make things for a project? What? I'm confused. Okay. So This feels pretty together. I'm actually gonna have... This isn't bad. This isn't bad. Okay, I'm going to now fill in the gap here. So, hold on. I'm not sure if you guys are able to tell the depth. Okay, so if you guys are able to tell the depth, there is some slight, like... I'm not worried about the outside part. I'm worried about the inside part. So I'm going to slightly fill this with a bit of 3D filament. You're #1 on all time for donating to a fish. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Quick way is just lay the filament down, press the side of it. Yes, that's the plan. Quick way is just to lay the filament over it, press down with the side of iron. The problem is, I'm not sure if the iron wants to be straight here. Or not the iron, the filament. Oh, also, we are trying to finish this by Friday, by the way. If you guys did not know that. The goal is to finish it on Friday. And I'm pretty sure we have a good shot. We have a good shot of it, right? I think we have a pretty good shot of finishing this by Friday. It's either that or we, like, completely crash out and then everything goes, like, pear-shaped. But, you know, that's content, too. Oh, I was unaware of the mammalian nature of this streamer. Oh, Megu... How do you pronounce your name? Megumine? Mega? I'ma just call you Mega. She's also evil. I am evil. I am canonically evil. I've said this many times. Making your own tools from the scraps, like Tony Stark built this in a cave thing. Dude, I feel like we are kind of, like... We are like, a dolphin built this in a cave. Like Mega Man with an accent. This is the dolphin equivalent of... I have an idea. I have a crafty idea. There's a reason why they pay me the adequate bucks. 1 second. Okay. Okay, this isn't gonna work. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it the bad way. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. A dolphin built this in... Wait! Hey, Iron Saint! Long time no see. How have you been doing? Hold on, I'm concentrating. Good morning. Good morning, Bard. Yes, a dolphin built this in the sea with a box of satellite scraps. Yeah, I can't believe they're gonna crash the ISS into my home, by the way. We need to petition NASA or whoever is responsible for the ISS that crashing it into my home is not an acceptable outcome. Please and thank yous. What mechanism did you come up with for the ring bumpers? Normal. Oh! So, if you take a look here, for the bumpers, we have solenoids and then sensors here, like touch sensors. And whenever the touch sensors are touched by the metal part, by the metal ball, they will actually actuate the touch sensors. And then if you look carefully, it's like a little cone down here. So, it's a cone down here. And as it presses down, it will throw out the ball. That is the plan. And thank you for the head pats, Random Logic. Oh, neat. Yeah. That's what we figured out in the finest 30 seconds of looking at a GIF. Oh, thank you so much for following, Mega. Or Megu. And also, if I could ask, are you a VTuber fan or are you a tech fan? Or both, of course. If it is a-okay to ask. If it's not okay, let me know. Okay. Do we get head pats? We've actually already... I guess I haven't... What is a VTuber? It's what I am. So, do you see me? Okay, hold on. Let me show you. So, a VTuber... Let's take a quick second. Where's my mouse? Dude, I have no idea where my mouse is. Mouse. Mr. Mouse. Mr. Mouse. Mr. Mouse. Does whatever a Mr. Mouse does. Oh my gosh. Where's the mouse? I know it didn't fall on the floor because I would have heard it crash. Huh. It's an animated character? Yes. Okay, so if you look... No, I want to show you. Hold on. Give me a second. I follow a bit of Slab. Okay. I also follow a bit of Slab. I actually follow quite a lot of Slab. If... Slab is, like, one of my major, what's the word? People who inspired me? I actually didn't learn about him until I was already in the process of becoming a VTuber. But, like, the second I learned about him, I was locked in. I guess I haven't had the opportunity to watch as much of his stuff lately. That's okay, though. Okay. This kind of looks like asphalt road. Time to sleep. See you on Friday. See you on Friday, friend. Thank you, Alex, for not making me sad, by the way. I hope he raids you one day. I don't think he will. But we've raided him a few times. Not with that attitude. I mean... Realistically, we don't finish our stream... Like, we finish our streams before Slab ends stream. So the odds of it is low. How would I have made you sad, Ori? Okay, so you would have made me sad... Hello, Sheeny. You would have made me sad if for the second stream in a row you skipped stream so you could join the post-VC. That would have actually made me kind of sad. I'm not sure if I should be admitting that live, but, that would have made me, like, slightly sad. That would have made me a sad dolphin. That would have made me a very sad dolphin. Alex is skipping VC to play War Thunder, though. I mean, hey, listen, a win's a win. A win is a win. And again, thank you guys all for being here. I really do appreciate it, for everyone who is watching right now. I hope you guys are having a pretty decent time. I'm having a lot of fun tonight. So yeah. Glad I can be here with you. Also, I feel like this project has advanced our technical skills more than almost every other project. Like, unironically. This project is very good for our technical skill development. Okay. Okay, 07? Wait, why are you saying 07? No, I couldn't sleep, so I used the time productively, and now I have about 4 hours of sleep left. Rough. And also, yes, of course, I'm glad you're here. Cogs. Of course I'm glad you're here. I'm glad everyone's here. Like, again, I really appreciate people being here. And that's why I want to do the challenge thing, too. Because I want to improve for your sake as well as my own. I want to show you guys that I'm a dolphin you can trust. What did you study at Point Nemo Community College? I studied biomedical engineering, Megu. So that is electrical engineering, but for the human body. Or the dolphin body, I suppose. So it's essentially making medical devices. And I particularly specialized in electronics, so stuff that went inside humans, or goes inside of humans. So that generally looked like essentially doing circuits. You'd get whatever classes you need to take to know what's biocompatible and what's not biocompatible within a human. You basically like learn the entire process for both like implantations. So if you think of like a pacemaker or anything really. Yeah, my buddy does that, but he's a tech. Cyberpunk stuff, so biohacking. I can. We've made Wolverine. Wait, Sheeny, are you still here? Did we make Wolverine claws or a mantis blade? I forget which. I think we made Wolverine claws. We made functional Wolverine claws, though. It was Wolverine claws. Wolverine claws. Non-fouling surfaces. Okay, there we go. Okay, that looks good. I'm gonna shave this guy down and we'll be done with it. Okay. I am going to unplug the soldering iron before I forget about it. I'm also going to unplug the hot glue gun. Hello. Hey, Shackman. What's up? One sec. Okie dokie. Alright. This kind of looks like a tar snake, if you guys happen to know what that is. Like when roads are cracked over and then you put like a little bit of stuff over them so they so you can still drive on them. I just found a spider on my blanket. I fear for my life. That's valid. That's heckin' valid. I was falling asleep, but my friend called and woke me back up. Nice. Desiccants. My buddy does stuff, but he's tech. Or he designs cyberpunk implants. She's going to chrome us all. Oh, dude, I was thinking about that 2 days ago. So you know, like cyberpsychosis and stuff, and just like replacing human body parts. Like there's like supposed to be an upper limit of what you're able to like reasonably accept or something, I think. I was curious like how much chrome I could have before I would get like crazy, if at all. Because I'm pretty sure I could replace like everything but my brain and I'd be good. I am Dane bred. It's okay, I'm brain dead. I mean, it's just PTSD, really. I see. Already crazy? That is true, I am a little crazy. There's nothing wrong with being a little crazy, though. Nothing wrong with being just a tiny bit crazy. You'd need a second brain to handle everything? I don't think so. We already have, like, a reptile and mammalian brain. Corey is going to push us all into Adeptus Mechanicus territory, trust? Yes, that's the plan. Listen, as long as some of you is still... some part of you is still... human. It counts. You are not boring? What? Okay. Well, thank you. I think this tool will help. I may have been too overzealous with the, I may have been too overzealous with our situation here. People are crazy until they succeed, and then they're just eccentric. Mood. That is a huge mood. RoboCop would go nuts without his faith. It's the only reason why he didn't... Oh, I once asked my friends whether if they lost a lower arm they could get a prosthetic. They wanted to have one as human-like as possible or make it a prosthetic with maximum functionality. They thought it was a weird question. See, I'd want to be able to swap them out, you know? Like, I'd want to, like, have, like... tons of different options. Tentacle arms? I think I could make tentacle arms. I'm pretty sure I could make functional tentacle arms if you guys wanted them. They wouldn't be good, but I could make them. I could make biocontrolled tentacle arms. The fact that I even say that is crazy. But I don't not believe it. Everyone is crazy. I'm the only person who's able to use their brain honestly. What? Ori, are you wearing a mask? No. I have a fume extractor right now. I'll switch to a mask. Give me a second. Odd question, but have you watched Pacific Rim? No, I have not. Hold on. Let me get the dust up. 1 second. I'll be right back. I need to grab something. Sorry, just 1 more second, guys. Okay, I am back. Sorry about the delay, guys. Hopefully everyone is still doing okay. Yeah. Fun fact, I would drip water or spit on it, makes it... Okay, 1 second. That's way too much water. Apologies. Sponsored stream, big thanks, Shark. What? Add water to taste. Okay. Okay. Why are you apologizing for too much water? I apologize for everything, if you haven't noticed, Cox. I have a tendency of over-apologizing. Apologize for apologizing. Apologies. That's the Uma in you. Listen, I'll have you know that I am Avocado Taco from Uma Musume, which is Agnes Tachyon. Okay. Dude, this is gonna take forever. When she turns you down for a date, she apologizes as well. Generally I do, yes. Okay, I'm gonna eat, but leave stream up. Okay, see you in a bit. As someone who watched, what? You know what would be sick? A Dremel. I literally have a Dremel on order, okay? We have a Dremel on order. It's just not here yet. It will be here sooner or later. By sooner or later, it should be here Thursday. So, checks watch. I think that's tomorrow. You don't have a file that would fit in there, do you? No, I do not. Let me see if I can show you guys the situation of what we're dealing with here. Okay, so essentially, what I want this guy to be flat, right? But unfortunately, over here is not too flat. Okay. But yeah, so we need to remove a bit of the surface here, but this stuff is pretty flat, but over here is still pretty elevated, so it's not great. So yes. The bumps just bring extra excitement. To a certain extent, I would say they do, but not to the extent that we need to be having it, right? Also, I still don't know where my mouse is. I found my mouse. Good news, guys. I found my mouse. I am so hype. There are a few things I am more hype about than finding my mouse. Oh yes, I wanted to show you guys my model. 1 second. Oh yeah, so for those of you who do not know what a VTuber is, real quick. Okay, so this is my model. Hello. So you see I'm a human dolphin hybrid with nice little water wings. Yes. Nice meet you. Nice to meet you. But yes, I also drip water on the floor, but that's okay. We're in the ocean, so it's fine. But yes, that's what a VTuber is, I think. What do you mean you think? Okay. I didn't find my mouse, never lost it. Oh, okay, I see. Mr. Mouse has been brought into custody? Yes. Okay. My only concern about the water on the floor is socks. I'm wearing shoes right now. Okay, listen. I just took off my shoe to show you that I'm wearing shoes. But I am wearing a shoe. I'll have you know I'm wearing a shoe that my sister gave me. My sister gave me the shoes she did not like, and I'm like, I will use that shoe. Size 4. It's not size 4, bro. It is not size 4. It is size 9 or 8, I think. Singular? No, she gave me 2 shoes. 2 pairs of shoes, actually. Size 3. No, it's like size 8 or 9. You guys think I'm like super short. I'm very average. More proof? Wait, how is having a size 8 or size 9 shoe, like... How is having a, like, 8 or 9 shoe? I'm just glad we didn't get any sniffers when you showed your shoes. Yeah, it's because Sparks isn't. How is finding the area under the curve? How is finding the area under the curve? The integration? Oh, it's going perfectly okay. Also, that was clever, Goblins. +1 internet points to you. +1 imaginary points to you. It's going okay, though. So what we did is we needed this to be together. So what we did was we did some, we did welding, I guess, for a lack of a better word. So it's going okay. So it's like TIG welding, but worse. Okie dokie. Let's get this guy together. Okay. Oh, thank you for the hydration check. I will hydrate. Okay. I've seen way worse first welds. Nice. There's this cool plastic welding tech where you put a piece of filament into the Dremel and the friction welds it. Shackman, you have problems, dude. Did you really just clip me? Like, did you really just clip me putting my shoe on stream? Did you just clip me putting my shoe on stream? Man, for my friend Spark. Shackman, just say it was a bit and you'll be safe. Always do it for the bit, but, you know, I'm not sure if that's okay. I'm not sure if I'm okay with that. I mean, I am, obviously, because I, like, showed it live on stream, so it's not that I'm not okay. But yes. Weird Champ. Hey, look at you, Mad Plays. That is indeed Weird Champ. That is indeed Weird Champ. So glad you noticed. Okay. Wait, why was that highlighted? Because you highlighted the message. Thank you for the headphones. Okay, that's gonna have to do for now. Because I'm kind of McDone sanding this. It's not great, but it's okay. Oh, yes. This guy's actually really together, by the way. I'm very happy. I'm very happy. This guy's so together. Okay, so, real quick, we have to fix an issue that I noticed. Oh, okay, we have to fix 3 issues that I noticed. So, I, for some reason, lost the plungers. This might be a tomorrow guy, but one sec. Happy? Yes, happy, happy, happy. Okay. Other plunger. Okay, we have a problem. We have multiple problems, but we'll figure it out one at a time. Okay, first, I'm just going to stick this guy back through the hole, and then we need to get it back capped. You lost a spring. Yes, I did lose a spring. It's 1. Okie-dokie. I can always salvage a spring. I would prefer not to, but I totally can. So hopefully it is near us. Give me a second. Well, since the tent is out of the way, now I can finally play Beat Saber again. Why did you have a tent in the first place? Okay. Let me see if... Dude, I have a bad feeling we're not going to be able to find that spring. I have a very bad feeling we're not going to find that spring. F in the chat for Mr. Spring. I have a counterplay. Which is just, I take one. So that's what I'm gonna do. It's okay. Cannibalizing parts is something that you do at all 8 projects. All 8 projects end up in cannibalization land. Why did I just get a message about a shoe? We are cannibals here. Yeah, we participate in just a tiny bit of cannibalism. No reason, Spikes. Absolutely no reason. Or you can have a tiny bit of cannibalism as a treat. Yeah, I think I just messed it up more, though, so... You know. Pretty good at this. Okay. It's okay. Just... do it properly this time. One sec. Right now, I am just adjusting the springs. Give me a second. Okay. This goes here. We go which way? This way, I think. Yeah, spring goes down. And then... I mean, these are already ruined, so there's no point not taking them. No cannibally. No, Ori is endangered. I'm not endangered. You're in danger. The only danger you are in is I am the danger. Okay, listen, I am Batman. I am danger, okay? I'm both. Okay, that should work. What do you crave? Justice. Ooh, this one feels weird. That feels fine. This guy feels a little weird. Hold on. Why doth you feel weird, child? Never mind. They're fine. Okay, cool. Alright, so next we need to put in... Next, what we need to put in is the actual bumpers on the side, or the paddles. So I am going to start putting that in the system. I'm debating if we put it inside the machine or outside. Hold on. Okay, so this is what's currently attached. This is all that is necessary to run a single, like, left or right bumper. I think we just put it in there. Yeah, should be fine. Nothing bad will happen, right? Right, guys? Right, guys? Except for that. Clueless. Yeah. Exactly, clueless. Yes, just be forever clueless. I need a slight shim. Okay, so I need a shim for this guy because it's not properly, like, tall enough to put in our assembly. Or do I just want to hang it off of the plastic? No, because that will cause it to be loose and then fight against it. So I think we want to put a shim. I was hoping I could just put it on top of the actual drivers themselves, but I guess it's not in the cards. That is a-okay. What we will do is I will take our caliper. Can you add more wires, please? We will. Don't worry, we love adding wires in this channel. Okay. Do I want it that tall, or do I want it, like... If it was that much taller... Okay. So, we need something that is 17 inches, or 17 millimeters. So we need something that's 17 millimeters, or 0.675 inches. So what is holding the motor from spinning? It will just be in, like, it's going to be eventually secured in place. Okay. So 0.675, and we are going to need to make a base for this guy. 0.675 tall. Okay. What is the best way of doing this? Cardboard? I don't want to do cardboard. I want to do a proper implementation. 0.675. So, 675 inches. So just proper implementation. I know, right? Who am I and what have I done with Ori? She's dead. The old Ori is dead. She's gone. She's gonzo, chiefs. Okay. It's a new era. No, it's not a new era yet. Soon it will be a new era. How many times will you say the number? I don't know. Okay. We need FreeCAD. We need a window capture going. We need a FreeCAD. And then what we are going to do is CAD it up real quick. So I just need to make a shape. This should be extremely straightforward. I hope it's straightforward, I say. Confidently. Confidently, with Riz. Okay. So, shape is a square. I need it approximately the same size. Can actually someone please type 17.25 millimeters? I would appreciate that. Bro, I'm making a square. It's not going to be overly complicated. Okay, it's going to be a 50 by 50. 45 by 45, 50 by 50. Okay. Let's make a 50 by 50 square. So this is going to be 50 millimeters by 50 millimeters. All right. And then what we are going to do is we're going to close this guy, right? And then we are going to go to pad. We are then going to pad it to 17.25 millimeters. 17.5225. And then click the OK button. Then you're like, oh, wait, where's the sketch? I don't see it present. And then, silly you, it's here all along. And this is our little shim. Thank you so much for following. So what we are going to do is I'm going to export this over. I'm going to save it as shim. And we are going to print 2 of those out. So real quick, I'm going to export. So we gotta select it first. File, export. We want to export it as a STL. And I am going to then take this guy over and send it over to the printer. So give me just a moment for that one. Just a moment. free cat hype? Yes, we do engage in just a tiny bit of free cat hype. Okay. So, real quick, we are just going to get that guy printed. Okay. So real quick, I'm going to head over to my other computer, which is connected to the 3D printer. We're going to open up Bamboo Studios. We are going to take the Untitled guy. We are going to relaunch Bamboo Studios. This, that. Sorry, I have to be slightly away from the computer. I guess I can take you guys with me if you guys want to go on a field trip. Then again, replugging you guys in would be a lot of work. So actually, I think I'm probably going to leave you guys on... I'm going to leave you guys unattended for a moment. It's okay. I'm still here in your mind and your soul. Is cope that I would tell myself in this situation. Alright, so right now I am just going over to the... just going over to the body pad real quick. I am loading it in. I'm preparing it. We open the STL, we copy the STL, we copy paste because we want to make 2 of them. We put them a decent difference apart, and then we slice, and then we select our filament and send. Okay, so that will take 54 minutes to print approximately. So it will go ahead and take a little bit, but in the meantime, let's see. In the meantime, what can we work on? Okay. I'm gonna need 3 shims. Ooh, that's okay. I'll double print. In the meantime, I guess we can continue sanding a bit and talking. You guys are okay with that, hopefully. If not, let me know. I can always change it up or not change it at all. Free cat hype. Thank you, Mariex. Oh, and thank you. I'm not sure if I said thank you for following, but I really appreciate it. We can work on our humor. Knock, knock. Who's there? Also, to level with you guys, I'm slightly sleep deprived right now. I'm ever so slightly sleep deprived because I may or may have not stayed up way too late last night. She's leaving us on hold. I'm not leaving you on hold. Getting left on reds is rough. Not knowing how to respond to stuff is rough, Cogs. Anyways. You did. You were in VC until really late. Yeah. Oh, right. I wanted to talk about what I want to do as a challenge. No, I don't want to spoil it, though. For a lack of a better word, do you guys think I should commit to something that would last for a long time? Not like a super long time, but a fairly long time, and be challenging. It would probably be good for the channel. So, I'm excited on that front. But, like... On the other hand, define long time. Depends on what it would entail. It would entail some of my effort. It would entail part of my effort for a long period of time. Also, Ori, I'm on 4 hours of sleep. You're a bad influence on me. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. If you're committing to a long project, do it. Oh, no. I'm not committing to another long project. If anything, it is smaller stuff. I'm here for the process, not the finished tasks. That's true. I mean, likewise. I feel like we're here for the process. Hold on. Commit to the wrong project instead of a long project? Okie dokie. I do whatever sounds like the most fun. Not another long project. She's going to work on getting a girlfriend to spite Bing Bong. There is no way. Automatic pillow flipper or water cooling tube to keep it. What? For sleep? Oh, that would be cool. I'm not sure if I can make that, but that would be super cool, dude. That is a good idea, Iron. I'm not sure if I have the technical skill to make that, though. What your profanity? I don't get it. Did I say something bad? I don't think I did. Or he has the personality to get a girlfriend, I believe. Do you watch Matthias Krantz? I do not know of them. Are they a VTuber? You said Flipper? I'm pretty sure I said Flipper. Apologies if I did say effer. But I doubt I did. But then again, I am super tired, so that's a possibility. I believe in you. I have a dumb brain sometimes. It's okay. I have brain damage. He made the musical marble machine. Oh, that's cool. I love people who make cool projects. Cool projects are so pog, dude. Water-cooled pillow would be so much more convenient if we want to avoid motion. Yeah, but then a water pump's a little bit loud unless it's, like, enclosed. So I'd be worried about keeping it I'd be worried about keeping the system enclosed. Okay, that's pretty flat. Besides right here, that's flat. Nothing like a compressor in your pillow. That's true. Just debating to see if I could just get it off with, like, needle nose. It's probably not the play, though. Please ignore the tool gore that is going on. Goblins, please ignore the tool gore. Is this PLA? Yes, this is PLA. Nothing like adding a compressor to your pillow. Oh my gosh, I can't imagine adding an air compressor to my pillow. I think I'd cry if I had to do that much. You think I don't do worse on a regular basis? But you're a machinist, right? Like, you're actually skilled enough to know when to make the call to, like, okay, I'm gonna have to abuse this tool to get the job done, right? You can use acetone to smooth it out. I don't own acetone. Someone remind me to get acetone. I'll get acetone tomorrow. At least you have white noise to sleep to. I can't sleep to white noise. Okay, good enough. It's good enough for production. Good enough for production. Should be. A-okay. Okay-away. Okay. You got nail polish remover? No, I don't. Dude, I haven't painted my nails in, like, years. The last time I painted my nails, I stained my car. I was not doing it while driving, by the way. I just didn't give it enough time to dry. And then I drove somewhere. Okay, looking good. Okie dokie. What is next on our docket? what is next on our docket? So, again, our 3D printer is still running our shims. We are going to need multiple. This is sanded down pretty good. I think, hold on. I mean, that seems fine to me. Like, does this look fine to you guys? Hold on. Like, it's not getting stuck. You know, we probably, like, actually overdid what was necessary here. We may have over-engineered it. But this is the bigger bowl, not the smaller one, that we'll actually be using. Good enough? Yeah, it looks good enough for prod. Listen, I would ship this out on a Saturday, or on a Friday afternoon. Okay. It's just getting everything in place. Oh, we also have to deal with... Hold on. I'm not using a spring for this. So the idea is to use another flipper for this. But the problem is the flipper way too big, right? How do we want to approach this? Hold on. First of all, once this guy is fed through... I'm going to make a smaller version of the bumper and put it on this guy. Mount the flipper on the side so we can see if it swings along the channel. Mount the flipper on its side so we can see if it... Dude, you're a genius, Goblins. You're a genius. You're a genius. I don't believe in bioengineering, but I do... Or over-engineering, but I do believe in bloatware. Good. That is a great solution. So if we just, like, mount this guy on top and then push this guy forward... That would 100% work. Someone get this man a medal. Someone get this goblin a medal. Okay. That makes it actually significantly easier. Okay, let's just say we were using this as a ball. Zoom this out. And then, like, kick this forward. Yeah, I think that'll work. Oh, yeah, this will definitely... Guys, look at how clean that is. Hold on, look at how clean that... Dude, it's just like a real pinball machine! Wait, you're launching it with a flipper? Oh, yeah, it's chat-controlled. Yes, it's chat-controlled. Okay. Additionally, I need to install... Actually, so if you see this little hole here, the idea is that we are going to have a touch sensor that is coming down here, and whenever it is touched, it will assume that the ball fell past. So you have your, like, flippers on either side, right? And it will have a small gap. Let's see if I can show it, or at least give you guys the vision of what I'm seeing. Okay. So we have flipper, and then we have a touch sensor down here. So if it goes over the touch sensor, so, like, see how it doesn't, like, overlap with the touch sensor? Or, well, it does, but, like, it doesn't, like, interfere with the touch sensor, right? Like the touch sensor we have down there. So if the ball goes across it, that's how we know that we've lost a life. And that's what this little hole right here is for. You should maybe put that on the slope. Oh, we'll be putting that on... Oh, yeah, I gave some thought to putting it on the slope. But I've always seen the machines do it down here. It might sneak past a flipper. If it sneaks past a flipper, no biggie. It ain't no biggie. Anyways, we need to mount it. So give me a moment. I need to plug back in the hot glue gun. Or wait, no, the super glue. I think we're using super glue for this application. 1 second. 1 sec. Alright, cool. Having the ball miss a sensor just means we get an extra go. Exactly. See, goblins, you're thinking. You're thinking with poor tools. Okay. Small amount of super glue. Just get this guy down. Okay, here we go. That should be good enough to keep it in place, I think. I was wrong. Okay. I was wrong. Okay. Going to very carefully. Get the underside of this guy. Please. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Now that should stay in place. And before it doesn't stay in place, by the way. That would just be hilarious. It's not going to stay in place. Okay, I'll get the hot glue. 1 second. Hot glue gun's going in. Or being turned on. Hot glue goes in the on position. 3 more reasons now to go to sleep. I mean, I suppose. Actually, no, it's... Nope, it's on there. Okay, cool. No, it's not. Okay, I'll apply a tiny bit of hot glue too, just to be safe. So again, we have our scoring thing down here. If you are just joining in, what we are currently looking at over here is that we have our bumpers up here. That is going to get pushed up by the paddles. So ball gets pushed up by the paddles. And then it hits the bumpers. That's how you guys score points. We have the circuitry in here. There will be more circuitry in here ultimately. But this is what it's currently looking like. We're probably going to have to do some familiar stuff here. And then, of course, we are currently grabbing our life sensor. So give me just a minute. I will act like I'm sleeping for 5 minutes. If I don't, I will come back. Okay. Have fun. Or don't. What just popped? The hot glue gun. Actually, this is in there now. Of course it's in there. It's not 100% in there, though. Come on. I hate when the hot glue gun takes forever to heat up. It's like the worst. It's getting hard to grade. I'm tired. That's okay. I'm always tired. Random question. Would you call the bumpers jet bumpers or pop bumpers? They're pop bumpers because they pop up. And also, how are you doing, Shinsta? How are you doing, Mr. Shinsta? Mr. Longcat. Oh, there we go. Very small amount. Please don't ruin the sensor. Okay. That should keep it in place. Alright. So... And well, hopefully you haven't had too many problems with the hot glue gun. No, we haven't had too many. What we need to get now... We're still waiting on the shims. Maybe we should work on the internal organization. Oh, and the internal power. Internal power. What are we going to do for the internal power here? So we have the internal power for... So for the solenoids, we have these. We still need a power solution for the microcontrollers themselves, which is going to be the 5 volt. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this guy over. So we're going to move this guy over. And I would like to work on a secondary solution for something. So real quick, I'm going to grab a little another tool. So give me a second. Okay. So I got this tool, or I got a spare power supply. From my dad's crypto farm that he didn't need anymore. And what we are going to do... one second. Sorry, one sec. I don't know why, but my... Hold on. Something is glitching out. Give me a second. Oh, there we go. Okay, fixed. Crypto Dad saves the day. Yeah, Crypto Dad does save the day. Okay, so what the idea is that we need something to drive our... we need something to drive both of our steppers. So we're going to need 3 steppers, ultimately. And our microcontrollers. So usually I'd be able to get away with using this supply over here, this bench top supply. However, it's not powerful enough, so we have to switch to this guy. So, a quick side tangent. I am probably going to cannibalize some of the parts here in order to make a little set of voltage rails. So that's what we are going to do real quick, because we have time. So I'm going to do that. Give me just a second. And then we'll get right on it. Okay. Rip and tear? Exactly. We rip and tear here. If you hear the music, we rip and tear. 20-pin connector. 20-pin connector. Pin out. Okay. So this is an ATX form factor, I believe. It feels so wrong, but I guess it's just a fancy 12-volt supply. So Sparky, I will show you in just a second why it is not just a 12-volt supply. Give me just a sec. Okay. Okay, so if we take a quick look at this, you'll see the pin side view. And what we are going to do is that we have all these different power connections. So we have 5 volts, positive DC, we have 12 volts, and we have some other stuff. So what we are going to do is we are going to strip out the proper stuff for this cable. So if you see the orientation on the diagram is like this, with the top part out. Oh, hold on. No, this is correct. No, this is correct. Yeah, I know, but that's smart. We'll see if it works out. And then we just need to essentially strip the wires, resolder them. Okay, so I'm going to take out what we need. Yeah, short the green pin to ground. Wait, why short the green pin to ground? Then the PSU just turns it on and off. Well, the plan is we just, like, power it on. turn on. Okay. Could shove the jumper wires. So, the problem with that, Wolf, is let me show you. Because last night, I was wanting to do that as a solution. Yeah, it needs PS on to turn on. I've done this many times. Okay, that's a power state pin. Okay, then I will turn it on as well. Okay. Boop. So the problem is the jumper no fit there. Like, I could solder it in place, I guess. I could solder it inside the actual socket itself. Actually, I could just do that. Why am I not? Like, I could just drip a bunch of solder in there and get it. No, because the joint wouldn't be good enough and we're doing higher power. Shove it in from the back of the connector. Easy peasy. Huh, I swear they once had jumpers that fit in there. Hold on, let me try that, Brink. Give me a moment. No, Brink, that's not going to work. Then again, if you've done this many times before. Fill the harness with solder, yes. I guess you don't have a random 24-pin X connector. Oh, this is the, like, optional extension for it, but... I guess you're right. If we have this... Hold on. We might just be able to use... Oh, I thought it was bare wire, not DuPont. My bad. Hold on. Let's try with bare wire real quick. That won't take long. Give me a second to get the bare wire. I really just need any bare wire. Okay. I've done it many times with solid core wire. I believe you. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that will work. Okay, so we'll just... Did you solder it, or did you just leave it in there and hope for the best? Brink, did you just solder it, or did you bring it, or, like, put it in there and hope for the best? If you don't mind me asking. Alright. And then, also, we need to return on over. That's a little sketch, let's do it. That's okay, as long as we don't open up the supply, I'm not feeling, like, dangerous. I wrapped it around the connector, then taped it. Okay, I think I want to go with the soldering option. Oh, we're in trouble. Hold on. Pin side view. Okay. Just too short power not to get voltage out. Yeah, if it's really loose, fold the end over the wire and try that. What? 1 second. Are you talking about this? Hold on. Yeah. That does not seem like the play. I'm probably misinterpreting your instructions. Apologies. I wish there were labels on this. Hold on. Oh, wait, are there labels? Hold on. 1 second. 1 second. Oh. Looks like there is numbering on it. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So one's in this corner? Like this corner over here. We're very zoomed in. Apologies for seeing a up close of the, I don't know, of my nail. But we have our one here, and I am going to put a tiny little piece of tape on it, like here, to indicate to me which way is which. So give me a moment. Ooh. What? Oh, backwards. That's 20. Okay. Make sure we have it correct. Not sure if you guys are able to see it, but it should read 1. Oh my gosh, you can like see my fingerprints. Oh my gosh, apologies. But yeah, this guy in the top is 1, so we are good. Okay. Alright, so given that this is 1, we can return to our identity stolen. If you guys are able to figure out my identity with just that information, I commend you for your trickery. Okay, so the reason why I'm being so deliberate with how I'm marking this, the reason why we are being so deliberate with how we're marking this is because once I unplug these, or like strip them, it will be not easy to tell which one's which. So I need to be very careful with what I'm pulling and when I'm pulling it. So let's go ahead and get that started. I'm debating if I want to take... Hold on. Any colored tape? Oh yes, we've colored tape. We'll wrap it in tape or mark it some way. Okay. I think that's fine. Okay. I just need my wires. So we need some solid core wire. I think what we will do is we will use 3 different colors. So hear me out. What if we make our 3 volts? Our 3 volts, it can be blue. Our 5 volts can be green. And our 12 volts can be... our 12 volts can be the red wire. Okay, so the idea is, again, we hook it up with wire so we don't necessarily have to tape it. So that's the plan. We shall see. I'm going to get started, though. Or do I go white, yellow, red? Regardless, I need to take notes. Okay, 1 second. I guess white, yellow, red makes more sense. Okay, yeah, we'll go white, yellow, red. Okay, white, yellow, red. So white, I'm making notes. White is going to be 3.3 volts. Our red is, or not red, our yellow. Yellow is 5 volts. And then our red is 12 volts. I'm just gonna save this so I don't lose it. Excellente. Okay, so first pin that I'm pulling, if you take a look at the pin side, is that we are going to be pulling this pin here. I'm just going to probably just disconnect it, to be perfectly honest, so. Yeah. Vayos comidos. That's what my coworker says sometimes. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to strip this wire, and then we are going to probably do a tiny bit of soldering. I at least want to prove it out. Picture in Discord of the pin, make sure to... I'm sorry. Picture in Discord of the pin shorting to make it turn on and off with the PSU power switch. Okay. I will take a look at that. I will take a look at that, Brink, I promise. Okay, so I have to be careful with the wire, because I basically only get like 2 shots at soldering this, I'm pretty sure. Okay. So this is braided, that is fine. And we are on white, which is 3 volts. Okay, so I'm going to solder just 3 volts of solid wire to it. I can change the connector as needed, so I'll just do a few inches. Alright. Looking good. So if you are just joining in, what we are currently working on is we are working on the power for our pinball machine. I'm stripping out something from a power supply in order to get a reliable source of voltage for multiple different voltages. I really need a dynamic supply or something. I don't know if those exist, but I need it. Anyways. Time to make like a tree and solder. We turn on our actual soldering iron, so that's on. Want to hold this guy in place. Dynamic supply. Like, so there are supplies that people sell, I believe, or that are sold, that are able to do multiple different outputs. Not like on a single line, but on multiple different lines. But those are kind of expensive. Those get kind of pricey. Especially reliable ones. But I'm sure Sparks would know more about that. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, dude, we actually zoomed in at, like, just the right place. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to braid this guy around our solid core and then solder it. That's the plan. Honestly. That's good. Thank you for the hydration. I will hydrate in just a second, Cogs. Wrap this guy around here. And I do want to keep the wire. Yes, this is 3.3. That's correct. Alright, now we're going to solder this. Ooh. Well, apparently we didn't do a good wrap job. 1 second. Guess we will rewrap it. Apologies for the bad wrap. Ha! Bad wrap. Okay. As long as I can get it together, it should be good. Okay. Now we just need to solder it together. I have my fume extractor already on, so I just need to coat this in a nice little bit of solder, and then we'll be good. Okie dokie. Ugh, it's a little messy. Okay. A little messy, but that should be fine. Yeah, that'll be fine. So the reason why we are putting them in different wires is that... Hold on, let me zoom back out. Is that we don't have to keep things labeled. Or, like, they're being labeled by the fact that they are colored. Okay. Okay. What is next? What is next? Okay. Next, I'm probably going to take a ground wire. So ground is conventionally black, and we will probably keep it as black. So open back up our image here. And we look for a GND. Wait, where's the ground pinned? Wait, where's the ground pinned? Are they just the comm lines? I assume they're the comm lines. Yeah, okay, they are the comm lines. Comm is ground, okay, yeah. Okay. So, same thing, I'm going to strip this guy out and then get it soldered. And then we should have our 3.3 settled. And that is indeed on 3. Okay, so same thing. We strip this guy out, get it in place. And I need my ground wire, which is black. I'm a little sad that you're just chopping cables, but I understand not everyone has a pin extractor. I'm sorry I don't have a pin extractor. I'm sorry I'm not Omega skilled with this. Okay. Same thing, let's go ahead and get this attached. And then I think we'll probably be done after this, because I think we are getting close to that time. The PSU is forever butchered. I mean, to be fair, it was getting thrown out if I didn't take it. Like, my dad was going to throw this out if I didn't take it, so I might as well have taken it to give it a second life. Even if it is a twist. I don't know, if something's like slightly twisted, would you consider that a second life? But yes, we're getting use out of it. So I'd call it a triumph. Anywho, let's get this guy together and then we should be good. Okay. Okie dokie. I have a bad feeling we can't finish this by Friday now. This was a triumph? Yes. I'm making a note here. Okay, looks good. That's a good solder joint, actually. Alright, so... Okay. So, what we are going to do is... I'm going to wrap this guy up. And what we are going to do is we are going to find someone to raid. So, I really do appreciate you guys all being here today. It is super appreciated. Again, like, super appreciated. I had a great time streaming. So, who would you guys like to raid today? If anyone. Not if anyone. We're raiding someone. It's just a matter of who we are raiding. And I'm down for pretty much whoever. So if you guys have any suggestions, please put below. Staz is live. Staz? Like the Clipper? Jake is live. LM Dragon, is he? Hold on. Let's see who's on the list. Jake. Okay, we'll give Jake a look. So Jake is another creator, VTuber. Actually, no, I want to raid. I know who I want to raid. Twitch slot. Thank you so much for the raid, Twitch slot Clars. We are just raiding out. So we will be raiding to Palm Top Tigre because I like her. Her model's cute. Okay, so our message is just going to be pinball welding. So that is going to be our raid message. If you don't have it, the raid message is also this, pinball welding. And again, I really appreciate you guys being around today. And feel free to join the Discord if interested, or follow, and we are going to raid out. I will be streaming on Friday, and additionally, I will be having a collab on Saturday. So make sure to give that a check out. If not, that's also okay too. So yes, make sure you guys have a very good afternoon, evening, and night, wherever you guys are. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the flippity flip. Okay, cool.